the Milton High School 2025 Spring Concert. We have a wonderful evening of music planned for you, and first up we have the Milton High School Jazz Ensemble. I'm going to pass the mic over to Cross to introduce our first piece.
Abrazo was written in memory of a young man from Gahana, Ohio named Shane Aban. He was one of the rare people who was loved and appreciated by everyone who knew him. He was an accomplished musician and was known for his friendly smile and his large hugs. Unfortunately, Shane passed away due to a heart defect just before his senior year in high school. The musical pulse at the beginning and the end of this piece represents Shane's heart, and the music that follows reflects his love for life. Abrazo means the embrace and was commissioned by Kelly Shellhammer, Shane's band director. This piece will feature Karina Tran on piano, Manares on tenor sax, and James Malec on tenor sax. Thank you.
a couple of people we want to bring up now. Thank you very much. We have Daxton Jesser, who is going to be introducing our next tune. And I also want to bring out to the stage, we have been so fortunate to have an absolutely phenomenal student teacher from Berklee College of Music this semester. She has just had such a tremendous impact on all of the students in the department. She's been in every rehearsal, every classroom, always helping out, just has been such a bundle of energy and just incredible to work alongside. And when we have student teachers like this, we know that the future of music ed is in really, really good hands. So I want to bring out to the stage Miss Ashley Kraus. Ashley will be conducting our next piece, and Daxton will be introducing it.
So our next piece is That's Life. That's Life was written by Dean Kay and Kelly Gordon and first recorded in 1963 by Marian Montgomery. Frank Sinatra first heard the chart-topping song on his car radio in 1965, where he immediately stopped his car, called his daughter Nancy, and said he wanted to record it. That's Life, recorded by Frank Sinatra, is now the most popularized version of the tune. This arrangement was kicked off with the rhythm section setting through, while a small ensemble of horns add smooth harmonies to accompany the vocals. As the vocals pick up, the full ensemble matches their segment. This piece will feature Lee Harris on vocals.
Give it up for Leaf one more time. Before we play our last tune this evening from the jazz band, I want to recognize we have 3 seniors in this group, and tonight you are going to be seeing the seniors in the group all have red roses. So would our 3 seniors please stand up and give a wave? We are going to really miss our seniors. And right now, I'll see you up to the mic to introduce our last tune tonight.
Our last tune for the evening is Absoludicrous. Goodwin's Absoludicrous combines high-energy ensemble passages with exciting rhythmic features to create an unforgettable funk groove. The rhythm section sets the tone with an interplay between auxiliary percussion and electric piano, providing a foundation for the complex harmonies layered by the rest of the ensemble. Goodwin, known for his innovative and exciting big band arrangements, blends elements of funk, rock, and traditional jazz into an absolutely absoludicrous musical experience. Absoludicrous is a thrilling and crowd-pleasing work that exemplifies Goodwin's signature style and his ability to push the boundaries of modern big band music. This tune will feature Charlie Baltan vibes and Nate Turner on drums.
This is the Milton High School Concert Band. I'm going to bring Sophie Jarwinski up to introduce our first piece.
Fantasia on the Dargason. The finale of Gustav Holst's second suite in F opens with an alto saxophone solo based on the folk tune Dargason, a 16th century English dance tune. The Fantasia continues through several variations being passed through the different sections of the band. The second folk tune, Green Sleeves, is cleverly woven into the Fantasia. At the climax, the two themes compete in contrasting meters over a rich harmonic accompaniment.
And we want to welcome back to the stage Ms. Ash Kraus. give an extra special thank you to Ms. Kraus because tonight is her last night with us. And we are all very sad to see her go. She graduated last Saturday from Berklee College. And she graciously has taken her time the last week just staying with us so she could be part of this concert. And that just speaks to what kind of person she is. And we are really, really going to miss you. And we wish you all of the best. To introduce our next piece.
Rossano Galante, A Childhood Remembered, offers a tender musical reflection on youth. Gentle melodies and flowing harmonies evoke the serenity and wonder of early years. Lyrical themes and subtle shifts in dynamics paint a picture of childhood emotions, from playful joy to quiet reflection. Instrumental colors enhance this narrative, with delicate woodwinds suggesting lightness and richer sounds representing comfort. This sincere and emotionally resonant piece gently reminds us of the beauty and lasting impact of our childhood memories.
I would like to acknowledge the seniors in this group. So seniors, could you please hold up your rows and stand, please? Our final piece for concert band this evening is called Deus Ex Machina, and I'm going to have Leo Manares come up and give us a little insight into this one.
This is from the composer Randall Standridge. Some people say I suffer from an overactive imagination. That is not true. I don't suffer from it at all. I enjoy every minute of it. I remember being in English class in high school and learning about classical plays. Mrs. Eggburn, my fantastic 11th grade English teacher, mentioned the Deus Ex Machina, or God of the Machine. I'm not sure what she said after that, because my mind was busy envisioning an ancient god brought into the modern age, with glowing neon eyes, speakers inside his mouth, and pulsing circuits growing out from his body into his temple built of circuit boards. It's an image that has stayed with me ever since, every time I hear that particular term. This work for concert band combines exotic scales, cinematic scoring, digital effects, and the dubstep feel to create a truly unique experience for the player and the audience. Is it pop? Is it symphonic? Does it matter? Music is music, and it's either effective or it's not.
final piece, this is something we started over the last few years, combining all of our large ensembles together for a combined number, and that means we only get a few opportunities to rehearse all together. And for this performance, we have put together for you Duel of the Fates from Star Wars.